live? We are live? Somebody here is live, I think. Give this just a second for everybody to get in here. It was really cloudy, and as soon as I started this live, the sun's coming out, so I'm going to look all squinty. What's up, Steppy? How's it going? What's up, Ryan? How's it going? Astro, how's it going? Nobody here but us ghosts. That's right. What's up? I don't want to mispronounce your name. Arias? Hello? Hey, Susan! Long time no talk. How's it going? Sorry I'm so squinting so much, you guys. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Deborah. That is awful, Deborah. I hope you get to feeling better. Take lots of zinc and vitamin C and drink lots and lots of water. GT, what's up? What's up? Alicia, what's up? Hey, Beverly. Kath. I was just watching your investigation from a year ago when the notice came up. Very cool. Hey, Carly, how's it going? Love the background. Yeah, guys, so we are in the mountains of Tennessee here. Man, I was kind of hoping the clouds would stay cloudy. Should I switch around? I don't want to have this look on my face the whole time. I was just watching. Oh, okay. Always enjoy your videos. Love from Bangladesh. Thank you very much. That's crazy that we have people watching this in Bangladesh. That's incomprehensible for me. Going good. Hoping to get back to all the fun. Been taking care of my mom the last couple of months. Hopefully she's doing all right, Susan. Hopefully it's nothing too serious and she gets back up on her feet as well and everything gets back to normal. Good morning, Letty. Yes, you will get a headache from the sun. Razor Light, what's up? Oh gosh, there's a bee. I've already gotten stung twice in the last month. I don't need to get stung again. You look nice and relaxed. Yeah, kind of. Finally, I think Ryan and I both got some decent sleep last night for the first time in a few weeks, so that's great. Ryan is right inside the door here editing the trailer for the episode that's coming out. Maybe if he needs a break or something, he'll pop out and say hello. Bees love Dave. Apparently. Ignore me because I forgot to take my vitamins, so we're doing that now. I will tell Ryan that y'all say hello. No, Ryan is editing the trailer for the episode that's coming out this weekend. So, speaking of episodes, did you guys get to watch the Davies House episode? I know we talked about this yesterday on the live, but I was driving, so I didn't get to see what most of y'all said. That's what happens. Whoever the person driving is doesn't get to see the comments and stuff. Hey, Carissa, how's it going? It's fantastic. Is it in... Yes, we are in Tennessee. And I'll tell y'all, some of y'all were in here yesterday. Don't ruin it yet, but I'll tell you where we are going here in just a minute. I was in the middle of it when the notification came up. Very cool. It sounds like a few of y'all were watching an episode, so Appreciate that. Okay, Razorlight, have a good sleep. Gosh, it's so bright. It was a very cool place to investigate, I'll tell you that. We went into it not really knowing what to expect, so uh, yeah, we were happy that we ended up getting some pretty cool things to happen there. You're right, I do need sunglasses, but it was not bright like this when I came out here, so. As you can see, we are in the mountains here of Tennessee. And yeah. Enjoy this. I just looked at the forecast and apparently calling for snow flurry. Oh gosh, I don't even want to hear that 4-letter word right now. The sun and the bees are conspiring against you. Yes, they are. I'm in Virginia, Tennessee. It's raining here. It's supposed to be storming here a little bit later. Oh, wow. I'm going to have to move out of that sun for just a minute. Maybe the clouds will come back out. I hope. But until then, we're going to sit right here. So 1 second. Much better. Now I can see. Whoa, nobody wants a shot that close. Okay. Hey, Kristen, how's it going? My garage loft collapsed and the snowblower is buried. That's not good at all. Hey, Three Souls, how's it going? And now the sun goes away. You can't win. You can't win. Let's see. Anyone who has any unwanted snow, please send it to Charlotte, North Carolina. I love snow. Beverly, you can have all the snow that we get. See you later, Helen. Have a good night. Thanks for popping in. Love the background. It is very nice. Finally got a day off work. That's good. That's always a fun time. Having a day off. So, yeah, the Davies House episode. Hopefully you guys really enjoyed that episode. I know Ryan and I had a lot of fun filming it for you. And, yeah, it was different. We hadn't really ever heard of that place until I went and did some, like, Googling and some research to try and find some new places, and I saw that pop up, and they had just recently started offering investigations. There's a really loud helicopter going by, so hold on a second. Okay. So I reached out to the owners of the house, and they were more than willing to let us come and investigate. And yeah, we're glad that we did. Hey, Glenda, how's it going? Great episode. Thank you. Beautiful background. Kentucky's so beautiful. I agree, but we're actually in Tennessee here, but both are very, very beautiful. I can hear the birds and nature. I love it. Yes, that is one of my favorite things, to be able to be in nature and hear the birds and just hear nature in general. Love hearing the birds there. Yes, absolutely. Where's the Snapchat feature? I'm not sure. You and Ryan always find some cool and unique places. It's interesting to try and find these low places, locations, because you constantly have new places showing up, and then you constantly have places that are closing down because they no longer want to do investigations. Like, I believe it was the Mineral Springs Hotel is one that I always wanted to do, and then they shut down. But I heard they're back open. Oh, that's okay. That's scary, Dave. It's the planes and the sun. Hate you, not good. Yeah, St. Albans. Yeah, we've been trying to get into St. Albans for a few years now, but every time I contact them, they either don't answer me or they say that they're sold out for the entire year. So that's always been interesting to me. Always love it when you and Ryan go to new places. Love hearing new history of those places. Yeah, we love doing the history. I know Ryan is very, what's the word? Trying to think of the right word. He's very adept at getting all of the history and the history and the hauntings all merged into one story. We were just talking about that last night. The storytelling aspect of the show. I think we're one of the only ones out there that do a story, envelop the story within the show. And Ryan does that masterfully. By the way, I'm in the Philippines. It's almost midnight here. Wow. I would love to visit the Philippines one day. Hello from Eugene, Oregon. Would love to visit Oregon as well. Is there a way we can help you guys contact places and see if they will let you film without hurting your chances of filming there? I mean, it never hurts to reach out to places, but a lot of the times they like to talk to the production teams directly, and that just makes it so much more easy to just keep everything in one little envelope so things don't get too confusing, if that makes sense. Excuse me. Zing Italiana, thank you so much for the super chat. That's very nice of you. Really, really, really appreciate that. That will go in our gas tank and help us get back home. Yes, very view, do a history background, yes. Well, a lot of these teams go in and they just want everything to be demonic and everything to be evil and Satan, and that's just not how it is. But they do that for views and clicks and ratings and stuff like that. As a historian, I'm always impressed with how well you incorporate the history within the story of The Haunting. Thank you, April. Appreciate that very much. History is almost as good as paranormal. Thank you, Beverly. We appreciate that. But yeah, so we are filming our Halloween special tonight. We are in the mountains of Tennessee, and we will be filming at Brushy Mountain Penitentiary tonight. So we are super excited for that. We've been wanting to go to Brushy Mountain for years since we ever learned about it, and we're excited to go and film there. Do you think those teams harm the legitimacy of paranormal research advancement? Absolutely, yeah, absolutely, because they get on camera here on YouTube and, you know, if they hear a bat or see a bat or something, or if a floorboard creaks in a 500-year-old building, they scream at the top of their lungs and run around like idiots. And yeah, it's more like making a mockery out of it for money on YouTube, is what it seems like to me. Hey DA, how's it going? Yeah, Susan, we can't wait. It is going to be a good night, Glenda. I'm hoping that they're calling for storms later tonight, so I'm hoping that they actually get here, because that'll make it super, super creepy. Have you seen Amy's Crypt investigation of Brushy Mountain? Very creepy and fun. No, we haven't. I haven't had a chance to watch that one yet. What made you both get into paranormal investigating? Those are two very long, convoluted stories, but just kind of a synopsis is that both of us had an interest in it from when we were children. Things happened that made us more interested in it, and it just kind of was a perpetual thing throughout our childhood, then our teenage years, and into adulthood. And we both really enjoy filmmaking, and we came together with Steve back in the day to all get together and do filmmaking and paranormal investigating. Thank you so much, DA, for the super chat. We really appreciate that. I know if Ryan was out here, he would appreciate that as well. So thank you very much. Every dime that we make from super chats and stuff goes back into the gas tank and into the fund for locations. Sorry, guys, I'm getting behind here. All right, Deborah, hope you feel better, and we'll see you next time. Get some rest. Yes, must be exhausting having every night be the most terrifying night of your lives. Exactly. It, yeah. And how many times can you go and investigate for skinwalkers and never find skinwalkers, but still it be the most terrifying night of your life? Just curious. They do mock paranormal. That's why it's so disheartening when people believe complete garbage. Hello from Singapore. Hello, Joanne. I can see your love for the film, the B-roll shots, and the lighting you use for interviews. Such are always so good. Thank you so much, Carly. Bye, Deborah. But yeah, I know I often joke about doing a podcast to just run my jib, but I might actually do it one day. Go to the Sugar Shack tonight. That's supposed to be the place. They have a Sugar Shack at Brushy Mountain. I just might, Stebby. I just might. Maybe when we get back from Australia. We used to do a podcast many, many years ago on the main channel, but it did not do very well. So we stopped doing it. But that was before we were doing things more full time. Where would you find the time? I'm sure we could squeeze it in somewhere. Or I could squeeze it in somewhere. That is why I love you, Ryan. Okay. Very true, Astro. Very true. I know you said it before. You guys don't really like sweets, but do you have a favorite cake or dessert? I'm not a fan of cake or anything like that. Really, if I want something sweet or I'm craving like a dessert or something, I'll go for something with peanut butter because I like peanut butter. I'll just eat it off a spoon. I'm in with the podcast as well. Very cool, very cool. It might happen, you guys. I'm not 100% sure yet, but we'll see. Wreaking Havoc, what's up? Don't get in trouble. Don't get in trouble. Hey, Brian in New England. Ryan, I think you're thinking of the West Virginia Penitentiary, which is where we all met. Wow, we're up to 50 people in here now. Good morning to everybody. If you're just joining in, we are in the mountains of Tennessee here. And yeah, we have an investigation later tonight at Brushy Mountain Penitentiary. And we have a very special guest coming in tonight to do a session or two with us. And we're super excited. I'm sure you guys know who they are. But yeah, you'll see for the Halloween special, which will be out, I believe, October 29th. What vitamins do you take? A B complex, a vitamin D, omega 3s, NAD plus, and Q-Certin, I think is what you call it. That scenery looks awesome. It is very awesome up here. Making want to make some Buckeyes. Buckeyes are okay. They're a little too sweet for me because I think there's like added sugar and then chocolate and stuff on it like that. Do you think if you went back to a podcast, we would hear more of Steve and Jason? Probably not. Do you usually prefer hotels or Airbnbs? Airbnbs. It's almost Thursday morning for me. Wow, very cool. PE, possibly not this time. That's the prison that's built into or right next to a mountain, right? Yes, that is the one. It's in the shape of a cross. Good morning, Rob. How's it going? Will you be around Civil War places in Tennessee? I don't know. We're only here for just the one. Well, we got here yesterday. We'll investigate tonight. And then we are leaving tomorrow. We're going to go and take a day tour tomorrow to get some of our B-roll so we can kind of just enjoy the investigation tonight for the first time in a very, very, very long time. So we'll actually have fun while investigating and not be dead on our feet. Ever see anything weird driving at night? I mean, I'm sure throughout the years, there's nothing I can think of right off the top of my head, but if I do, I will chime back in and let you know. Yeah, we would love to do another one with Connor in India. Just right now, we're on opposite sides of the country. We used to live a little bit closer, so it was a little easier to plan something like that. But is John going to be with y'all? I don't know who John is, but hi, Carissa. Welcome to the first live chat, Joanne. Do you think certain people are more inclined to leave their energy behind once they are gone, or do you think it's all random? I mean, our energy has to go somewhere when we die, you know? It doesn't just stop, the energy. It has to go somewhere. So I think maybe I don't know. That's why we're doing this. Like I just don't really completely know. I don't think anybody does. I don't think anybody will until we die and experience that for ourselves. I think right towards the end there is I think right before you cross over, there's a moment of maybe like a moment of clarity where everything makes sense. You understand what's going to happen, and you're not afraid of it at that point, and you can't feel any of the physical pain or interact or be aware of any of the mental pain that you're in. And I think it's more of a peaceful thing than a scary thing. Even though it is scary to think about. Hey, Mary Beth, how's it going? I dig PE. Yeah, you gotta love PE. Good people. Looks nice there, Barrow. I'm in Montana, and fall weather is in full effect. It'll be snowing within a month. I haven't been to Montana in like 15 years, but I loved it out there. Do you think certain spirits are fated to be bound to a location and can't be moved on? I think possibly if something tragic happened to somebody somewhere and they weren't able to process what was happening in the moment, I think maybe that could trap their energy there. Like if somebody came up to me right now and took me out, I wouldn't know what was going on. And if I were to pass away in said moment, I feel like my energy would stay here because I didn't understand what was happening, didn't know what was happening, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't, but how about people with unfinished? But yeah, Joanne, that's kind of what I'm thinking there. Just curious, how old were you when you had your first paranormal experience? I was 12 and was at the Crescent Hotel in Eureka Springs, Arkansas in 1986. I don't really know, like I remember there being times in my grandparents' house growing up that I would feel really weird about certain areas in the house. It would give me weird I guess you would call it vibes, but I didn't really know what it was back then. But I would say probably around the same age for me as well. I saw Paranormal Nightmare as part of Omar's project he's doing with influencers and YouTubes. Are you guys a part of it too? Absolutely not. Come on back. Would love to come back at some point. Hello from Liverpool. Love watching you guys. Very genuine investigators. Thank you, Nat. Appreciate that very much. Come investigate the old Deer Lodge prison. That would be cool to check out as well. We want to travel as far and as much as we can, you guys. We're just limited by the budget that we have here on YouTube because we're not a running around screaming everything demonic channel, so we don't get as much traffic as everybody else, and we don't get as big of a budget as everybody else because of that. Are you excited to go to Australia? Very excited, very nervous, kind of apprehensive. Never been on a plane, and that's one of the longest flights you can take. So I picked a good time to fly for the first time. Hi from Sweden. Hello in Sweden, Kiki. Not part of Omar's project. I was 6 when I had my first. Very interesting, Brian. Yeah, it's that is interesting. I was probably 14 or 15 when I knew that I had an empathic ability to tune in with other people in the spirit world. Yes, Rob, we are in Tennessee. We are in Tennessee, Oak Ridge, Tennessee. We're going to be filming at Brushy Mountain Penitentiary tonight. Powder Blue, yeah, when we were there, I think it was late June, and there was still like 8-foot snowbanks along the side of the road. Ask your doctor for a Valium or two just in case. I think I'll be all right. Maybe see if you can do a stop off on the way to Australia. It will be really worth it once you get here. Yeah, so we fly out of Pittsburgh. We're flying Pittsburgh to LA, and there's a layover in Chicago. So I think that'll be good for kind of getting me used to doing the flying. Because if I fly from Pittsburgh to Chicago and I don't think I can handle it anymore, I don't know what's going to happen then. Dave, can you shut off your empathy? I noticed in the last investigation that bedroom really affected you. I think it's more of a I have to be in the right mindset versus turning it on and turning it off for me. When you're in Australia, you'll find it'll be nearer to me. Very cool. Yeah, we're excited. We cannot wait to get to Adelaide and start catching up with Cag and Allison and seeing what all they have in store for us. I know it's going to be an insanely busy month. Please tell me you're not using Spirit Airlines. They're the worst. No, we are not using Spirit. The worst part is takeoff. Once that over, you'll be fine. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm trying to think of it as just like a roller coaster ride, but in the sky. When we be in Australia, we get there on the 7th of November, I believe, and then we leave the 30th of November. Yes, I have seen their episodes from McIntyre. Dave's moods really seem to change with each investigation. I often wonder if it's part of the empathic nature. Mr. Smith, yes, absolutely. I can't shut mine off. It makes it a bit difficult at times. I would imagine so, Mary Beth. I would imagine so. Less exciting than a roller coaster. Okay, I think I can handle that. I'm flying in a plane. Well, there's two things I've always wanted to do, but been too afraid to do. Flying on an airplane and getting a tattoo. And I'm flying on a plane first. But thinking about getting a tattoo while I'm in Australia. But anyway, enough about me. Let's talk about the paranormal. I need more coffee. Do you guys want to sit here and look at this view for a minute while I go and get some more coffee? That's really cool, Powder Blue. Yes, I agree, Mary Beth. April, that's very cool to encourage him with that instead of, there's a lot of people that would repress that or banish that. So good on you for helping him embrace that. Yes, the view is amazing. So in Kokomo, you seem to get pretty aggressive towards the ghost with the mirrors. Was that the feeling you were getting from the house? Not really. The feeling that I was getting from the house is something that I didn't really want to say in the episode just because of maybe legal reasons, but my feeling was that Party A had everything to do with Party B's how do I say this without getting in trouble? Exit of life, if that makes sense. But I didn't really come out and say it there. Coffee up. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to set you guys over here and let you look at the view. Whoops. There's the view. If I can get it to stay. Let's see. All right, I'll be right back, you guys. All right, y'all, I'm back. Why do I see spider emojis? Is there a spider? There better not be any spiders. Okay. I'm back. Oh, I see what y'all are doing. All right, let's get back into the comments here as I put my creamer in my coffee. I don't know what this video is, you guys. I just felt like coming on here and hanging out with y'all and seeing what was up. Just chatting a little bit, you know. Spiders, spiders, spiders. Man, I'm happy y'all aren't a part of Oh My Gosh. Me too. I love your work. Is there any videos you have that YouTube won't let you show? Actually, well, we put it up anyway, but they suppressed it, and that was the Danny Casolaro cold case files that we did. Steppy? What in the world? That is way too nice of you to do that. We appreciate that so much. That will be going right in to the gas tank. Thank you very, very much for that. They're messing with you. Very cool. I love getting messed with bugs, you guys. Thank you. Any idea how many locations you'll be filming at in Australia? I think 6 or 8. I only watch 2 channels, you guys, and the Foreman Brothers. That's it. Very cool. Thank you. That was so good. Danny's episode was fascinating. Not the Danny files. They wouldn't want to suppress that information. Yeah. So here is my coffee creamer, y'all. I don't even know if it's focusing on that. But yeah. I'm so excited to get out there and film this episode later tonight. We can't get in until 9 o'clock, but already excited about it. Yeah, the Danny Casolaro thing was one of the most interesting things that we have filmed. We really enjoyed filming that style. However, YouTube did not like it, and it seemed like a lot of the viewers didn't like it as well. But that's okay, you have that. Would you please pet a kangaroo for me? Sure, as long as it doesn't punch me. I hate that channels do well when they post cold case videos and paranormal videos, but when you guys do it, they're like, yeah, exactly, Astro. Gotta go start chili for dinner. Have a great day, Dave. All right, Carissa, see you later. Enjoy the chili and don't put any beans in it, because that is the worst. Can you still post it on Patreon? I mean, it's still up on our YouTube channel, Reekin. It just doesn't do very well. If you just type in Paranormal Quest Danny Casolaro, it'll show up. I thought that said hug some hillbillies. Hug some wallabies. Okay. Yeah, Rob, that is definitely one that we took down, but the rest of the series is still up there. That one I don't know, we might post that on Patreon, but we just got into a bit of a, yeah. We'll see. I make my chili with Great Northern beans. Those are better. I don't like beans at all. The Danny case was unknown to me until I saw it. Very cool, Mr. Smith. Yeah, it was definitely an interesting story, and one that had a lot of cover-ups in it. We had a lot of weird interactions while we were there in town filming it, and everybody, it seemed, pretended like they didn't know what we were talking about when we were there, when in reality it was probably the biggest thing to ever hit that area. chili doesn't have beans in it. Chili shouldn't have beans in it, that's for sure. I watched the video about Danny a few months ago and really enjoyed it. Thank you very much. We would love to do more stuff like that if only it did well on our channel. There's going to come a point one time, guys, that I think we will have to branch out to different stuff like that. Not only just for a variety of content, but a variety of something different for us, you know what I mean? Good morning, Patty. How's it going? Only beans I like are jelly beans. I don't like jelly beans either. Mary Beth, because there's a lot of discussion about violence and the end of life and yeah, the word that starts with an M. You're not allowed to say that on YouTube. You're not allowed to say the word that starts with an S, or you get flagged and your video gets suppressed. For some channels. Ours, of course, gets suppressed, but then you have channels out there that are solely based on things like that, and they get millions and millions of views, and they don't get affected by it. So it's one of those things where it's selective and pick and choose on YouTube's side, and it's not fair, and it doesn't make sense. Approach our wildlife with caution. Adelaide has a great zoo, though. Yeah, we will be going to the zoo, Julie, and I will not be getting close to the wildlife unless somebody else is first. So, hello, Tina. Gotta love a hot beverage in the morning. That's right. Gotta have your coffee in the mountains. Yeah, Steppy, it doesn't make sense how there are channels out there that are solely true crime and they do insanely well. And yet the Mark Lindell, exactly, Astro, yeah, some things do super well, and it's just one of those things. It's very annoying. Dave's going to sacrifice Ryan to the zoo animals. I'm not a fan of zoos in general, so I don't know how that's going to go. I don't like big animals. Can I make a request? My daughter-in-law's aunt went missing years ago. Would you guys want to do a remote spirit box session and see if anyone will talk to you about her? Mary Beth, where are you located at again? I worked at the Oregon Zoo. Very cool. Do you guys have any questions or anything? I'm probably going to be on here for about 10 more minutes and then jump off of here. Minnesota. Maybe we could work something out. We could come up and film a case on it or something. Somebody sneezed. Thank you for having coffee with your PQ family. You're welcome. Should we do this more often? Coffee and spirits? No. What could we call it? Coffee and creepers. I don't know. Give me a good name where we could sit and have coffee and talk with you guys. What can we call it? I wanted coffee but only had Coke. Hey, whatever coffee or whatever caffeine intake you can get. Super excited about the episode you guys will be filming. We are too. What happened to you, Dave, to have so many phobias? Maybe that's a podcast thing sometime. What time will you be leaving to shoot B-roll? So on a normal day, we would get to the location. Say if we have a location from 4 o'clock to midnight, we would get there about 3 o'clock and start filming the outside of the buildings and Ryan would get the Ronin set up and get the exterior Ronin shots. I would get the drone out and start doing all of the drone shots. And then we film like an intro, and by that time, it's time for us to get in the location, at which point we spend upwards of 3 hours getting interior B-roll, as well as doing an interview with somebody associated with it, and also doing a walkthrough, and then we investigate. But tonight, we're just leaving from here and going straight to the prison and investigating, and then tomorrow we're going to do B-roll. Coffee and ghouls. Oh, excuse me. Brushy Mountain is absolutely terrifying from what I've seen. Yeah, me too. Java Jive, PQ Coffee Time. Clark Air Base Hospital, most haunted place in the Philippines. No, I've never heard of that. Even though I never get anything done when y'all are live. So, sorry about that. PQ Coffee Time is lovely. Coffee and Creepers. PQ Talk with the Fam. What's been your favorite place to date? Favorite place to date? Probably Greenville Manor. Coffee and Creepers. Yeah, we might have to go with Coffee and Creepers. That's a top contender right now. Coffee with Drew and friends. Coffee with Dave and friends. I think you get so much more when a couple of times y'all completely switched out on Estes method. Would you be willing to do that more? Yeah. It's definitely too early for coffee and spirits. Agree. Whew, it's getting warm out here, y'all. Do you always do it in order? I do interviews after. We usually try to do it in order just because that's really the way we like to do it, but there are times where the homeowner or business owner can't be there for the time that we want to do the interview, and then we'll have to just schedule a little bit later. Crickets and coffee. Creepy coffee. Coffee and creepers. Oh. So guys, I'm gonna go here in about 6 minutes. That'll put me at being on here for an hour, and we gotta start getting stuff ready. When I went in to get my coffee, Ryan gave me a sneak peek of the trailer. You guys are gonna love it. But yeah, any final questions or anything? Amy has been there before when she visited the site. Yeah, I saw that she was there. Never got to watch the episode, but hey, Lindsay, how's it going? Hope you do a podcast and I can listen when I do yard work. Yeah, I don't know exactly what I would do an entire podcast on. I mean, I know I could get on there and run my mouth about not talking about people, but just talking about the actual truth in the paranormal field that is overlooked, overshadowed, swept under the rug, not talked about, because people are afraid other content creators might get mad at them. So what? You know? Coffee with Scream. I actually really like that. Coffee with Scream. Coffee and Scream. Coffee and Scream? Looks beautiful. I hope you're enjoying the trip. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, he is healing up quite nicely. I know at least a couple groups I won't watch anymore. And and we keep hearing that, you know, we keep seeing comments and stuff about that people are not watching who used to be their favorites anymore, and they're coming over to our channel because it's not outrageous and outlandish like the other ones, which is cool. We're glad that those people are coming over. Be careful in the prison tonight. Yes, we absolutely will be. You and Ryan have a good day. We absolutely will. How yin's doing? We're doing good, Circuit Unknown. We're doing good. How are you? Make sure Ryan doesn't hurt himself again tonight or tomorrow. Absolutely. I watched The Shape. Great debunking. No comment on that guy. Has there ever been a place that felt so bad you refused to investigate? No, I don't think so. Omar and friends have a new YouTube friend called The Shape, and he's been making noise. They do not like it. Yeah, I know about The Shape. He's definitely would be an episode of the podcast. You want to make some coffee? Go get you some coffee. Oh, okay. Where are you investigating? We are investigating at Brushy Mountain Penitentiary tonight with a very special guest, and it will be our Halloween special. It'll be out on October 29th, we believe. You're welcome, Tina. You're welcome. Get away from me, bug. Get. Yeah, I really hope that the activity there is great tonight. Like I said, there's supposed to be some thunderstorms moving in tonight. Hopefully, they stay strong, very strong thunderstorms, and it ramps up the activity tonight. All right, guys. I'm going to go here in 60 seconds, so let's do a speed round of questions here. Spiders. I've never heard of the Ouija Brothers. I've heard of them. I've never had a chance to watch their stuff, though. Ouija Brothers and Ghost Theory. I've never heard of Ghost Theory. Thanks for the coffee break. Best of luck tonight. Yeah, guys, maybe we'll do this more often. We'll have like an hour-long coffee talk in the mornings sometimes, if you guys would be down for that. Also, I saw somebody mention my urbexing channel. To be honest, you guys, I don't know. I got really excited about it. Here's the thing about ADHD. You get really, really excited about something, and then you come to the point of where you're able to make that happen, and your brain is like, eh. And it's hard for me to sit down and focus on one thing like that, which is why I've never gotten into editing any of the episodes of Paranormal Quest, because it's very difficult for me to sit down and just direct my focus onto one thing. And yeah, because if I'm sitting there editing and I don't know how to do something, then I have to go to YouTube or Google to try and figure out how to do said thing. And when you read about said thing, there's something else about said thing, and then you go to that said thing, and then to that said thing, and it's just very hard for me to get laser focused on one thing like that. I'm a very multitasker of a person, and I always have to be up moving and doing something. And yeah, it's very difficult for me to do that. But what ended up happening is I sold all of my earthly possessions to save up and buy this really nice computer that I could edit on. Got the computer, did one video, and couldn't focus on it after that. I have stuff filmed, and yeah. And then I recently started taking a new medication, and bug attack. Get off of me! What in the world? Ugh. I don't even know what that was. I don't remember what I was saying. This is exactly what I was talking about. Yeah, I have no idea what I was talking about. But I haven't been diagnosed with it. Oh, that's what I was saying. I started taking a new medication, and it has made, for something else, and it has made the ADHD even that much worse. But I haven't been diagnosed with ADHD, so I don't know if I actually have it, but I'm assuming that I do. Be prepared for hay fever in Australia then. Oh boy. That was Aussie train. Yeah. Hello, 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 hello. Whoops. Da, da, da. I love being a Patreon member and you're doing behind the scenes photos. I'm glad you guys enjoy those photos. I just snap them on my phone that I'm using here. I should start taking some with the actual camera to make them better. But anyway, I gotta go, guys. Gotta start getting stuff ready for tonight. And let's go take one more look at the view here. All right, guys. We'll see you next time for Coffee and Scream. I really like that idea. I might actually retitle this video that, Coffee and Scream. All right, have a good night, everybody. Thanks for sitting here and chatting with me. I appreciate it. I will tell Ryan that y'all said hello. He's busy in there editing the trailer. And yeah. Bye, guys. Thanks for hanging out.